Welcome, my friend. This is day 30 of the front splits yoga journey. You have arrived. This is the shortened version of the full-length practice on the Awaken membership site. If you would like the delicious full-length practice to melt into the hips, we have 3 days left before the 60-day free promo code expires. Splits in. With this, you have the opportunity to access all 30 days of the Front Splits training plan, and then after the Front Splits challenge ends, in the membership site, we'll be exploring our inversion workshop series and our roll out of bed and yin yoga series. Plus, I'll be sprinkling in our food and nutrition series, Reshape Your Metabolism. You will have access to all this and more within the site for free. Visit link in the description of the video below now to use the promo code and get the 60 days free. You can jump right into this shortened version, the full-length practice, or start at day 0. Yogi's choice. Again, the promo code is only active for 3 more days. I hope to see you there. The first half of our practice today will be yin. Then we'll move into a Hatha yoga flow. This is such a delicious sequence for your hips, your hamstrings, your psoas, quads, providing your body an amazing deep stretch and opening, preparing to move into the front splits. For our practice, have your yoga strap, your yoga blocks and bolsters or any pillows, and any props that you need to move into the front splits. I encourage you to set your phone up to record yourself doing this practice, especially for my challengers, so you can go back and take a screenshot of yourself in the front splits for your after picture. So go ahead and pause the video now and get that set up. Then I'll meet you seated on the mat. Alright, my friends, make sure that your yoga strap is at the back of your mat, and then make your way to lying on your back. Coming into reclined butterfly pose to begin. So once you're reclined, bring your soles of feet to kiss, and allow your knees to just fall open side to side. If you feel any discomfort when you do this, letting gravity weigh your legs down, you can use pillow or yoga block to prop up your knees at a height that is right for your body. Bring one hand to your belly and the other to your heart. Make any adjustments needed so you can settle into complete stillness. Now let's drop in. Begin to take full deep breaths into your belly, feeling the palm of your hand rise and fall with the ebb and flow of your breath. Feeling yourself fully arrive here on the mat. Letting go of anything from the day. Just being here with your breath, with your body, connecting in this moment. Feel your muscles completely relaxed in your hips, your groin, down the length of your legs, just letting them be. I would like to take time in this pose to set the intention of our practice today. And for that, I want you to remember back to day 0 and the getting ready video when we set the intention of the 30-day journey. Our intention hasn't been to move all the way into the front splits at the end of the 30 days, but rather it has been about the journey that we walk through with your body, understanding it better, being able to tune in, listen, and honor what it needs, and feeling and seeing how it evolves over the 30 days of a consistent self-nurturing practice, focused on increasing flexibility and range of motion in your lower body. Now, you may have also noticed that with the daily practice, you are better able to manage your stress level throughout the day and release tension to feel better overall. Set the intention to be kind to your body and to yourself as we flow today. You will achieve your version of the front splits. Now, yin yoga is like a very slow moving meditation. So as we hold our poses, take time to reflect and meditate on your journey with your body these last 30 days. Remember, with our yin yoga practice, The intent is stressing the connective tissues, so our joints, ligaments, tendons, and our fascia, which will help our flexibility. And to keep the focus on our connective tissue rather than our muscles, there are two things I want you to remember as we hold our poses today. First is to find your first edge. That first moment you feel sensation and hold it there. On a scale of 1 to 10, we want that sensation to be around a 5. If we move into a pose too deep, this engages our muscles, which completely takes the focus off of the connective tissue. I know it can be very tempting to move in and push your body past that first edge as you feel like you would be providing a deeper opening, but resist that urge. Allow your body to open and melt into the pose over the longer holds. The second thing I want you to remember as we hold the poses is to settle into complete stillness, no fidgeting. Just like going past your first edge will take the focus off your connective tissue and move it to your muscles, so will any movement. This is also why finding your first edge is so important. If we move past our first edge, then there is a good chance we are going to be fidgeting because we find it harder to hold for longer periods of time. So find your first edge and settle into complete stillness. Relax your muscles, relax your body, relax your mind, and enjoy your journey inward. Now very slowly, bring your hands to the outside of your thighs to help lift them up to center. Soles of feet to the mat, hip distance. Grab your yoga strap, focusing on our hamstrings next. Wrap the yoga strap around the ball of your right foot. Then slowly begin to extend your sole of foot to the sky, pausing the first moment you feel that sensation in the back side of your legs. Keeping the right knee bent, preventing your knee from locking or hyperextending. Now you may choose to keep the opposite leg as it is, bent sole of foot to the mat, especially if your hamstrings are tighter, or you can extend the opposite leg long. We want to keep both hips evenly grounded. Gently use the strap to draw your knee towards your chest. Find stillness. Given the nature of this pose, this can be a little challenging to allow your muscles to relax, but do the best you can. Allow those muscles that are not supporting the pose to completely relax. With this pose being a little more intense, you may also find that your mind starts to wander, seeking distraction from the pose, the sensations you're experiencing. If you find this happening in this pose or any time during our yin yoga practice today, just remember to return to your breath, noticing the cool air as it enters your nose and the warm air as it releases from your body. Noticing the effects of your inhalation on your body and the effects of the exhalation on your body. You may also find it helpful to scan your body and use your exhalations to soften throughout. This is personally my preference. Take full deep breaths. Very gently begin to bend into your extended knee and release the strap. Sole foot returns to the mat, and we'll take this over to the other side. So wrap the yoga strap around the ball of your left foot. Then slowly begin to extend your sole foot to the sky, pausing that first moment you feel the sensation in the backside of your leg. Option to stay here, or if you haven't met your first edge, you can deepen by extending your opposite leg long. Hips evenly grounded. Gently using the strap to draw your knee towards your body. Then find stillness and ease in the pose. Your right and left sides are more than likely different in their openness, so let go of what you did on the first side and find your first edge here on this side. Allow your muscles to relax that are not supporting the pose, and then return to your breath. Scanning your body, using each exhalation to release any tight muscles, inviting them to soften and relax. Full, steady, and even deep breaths. Very gently begin to bend into your extended knee and release the strap from your foot, setting the strap off to the side. Slowly draw one knee in and then the other towards your chest. And just hold it there, taking a moment to feel the effects of the pose. Lower soles of feet to the mat and slowly roll over to the right side. Gently press yourself up for our first seated pose. Extend your right leg long, opposite sole of foot to your inner thigh. Both hip bones and shoulders are square to the front of the mat. Now feel free to bend your extended knee if keeping it straight is not accessible in your body quite yet. Make the pose more supportive for your body. Let's move into our forward fold. Since this is a yin yoga pose, where you're not striving to reach forward or pull yourself deeper into the pose, instead we're going to move in a way that lets gravity weigh you down. Allow the upper body to really weigh heavy. You can place a block or a bolster underneath your upper body, your chest, or your forehead to help keep your body supported in this pose. This is a wonderful pose to open up the back side of your body, all the way from the crown of your head, traveling down your neck and into your spine, all the way down the back side of your legs, your hamstrings, into your foot. Bring your palms to the mat, keeping your chin tucked. Super slowly start to walk your palms back towards your body, rolling up with the intent of stacking one vertebra at a time. Pausing at the top, tuning into what is going on within after the pose. We'll be taking that over to the left side, so extend your left leg out long, opposite sole foot to your inner thigh. Ensure you're square to the front of the mat with your hip bones and your shoulders, propping up your left knee if needed, and begin to fold forward, allowing your body to ease into the pose. We hold our yin yoga poses for several minutes, so there is no need to go all the way down right away. Find your first edge and allow your body to open naturally with the longer holds, using any props needed to help support your body in the pose. Letting go of expectations of yourself, of your body, and allowing it to be as it is. appreciating yourself as you are, letting gravity weigh you down, upper body completely relaxed and weighing heavy. Bring your palms to the mat, keeping your chin tucked, super slowly roll up. Neck and head are last to rise. Pausing at the top, noticing the effects of the pose. Set any props you used off to the side. Make your way to hands and knees, finding your tabletop pose. Shifting our focus to the hip flexor area. Go ahead and bring your right foot forward near your right thumb, moving into dragon pose. Align your right knee over the ankle. You may wish to pad the back knee up here with blankets or maybe folding over your yoga mat. You may also use yoga blocks underneath your hands if the mat seems a bit too far. Exploring the different heights, finding what feels best in your body to help find that first edge. This is dragon flying low pose. You may wish to take dragon flying high pose by lifting your torso and resting hands to your thighs. I found that a bit too intense for myself, so I lowered back down. We'll hold this for a little over 2 minutes. Now this is one of the more intense yin poses, so honor how it makes you feel and ease off if needed. And let the hips melt into the pose. Nice and low as you lean your heart forward. Draw your attention to your shoulders. If you find they are squeezed up towards your ears, go ahead and soften your shoulders down and away. Now move to your wrists. Noticing if you're placing a lot of weight here, and if so, ease off. Now travel to your hips. Noticing if you have any muscular holdings. Breathe in and exhale, release and soften any muscular holdings you're feeling. And once more, breathe in, exhale, soften and relax. Then bring your attention to your left hip flexor, the front side of your left hip, and then down into your front thigh. This is where I want you to spend most of your time actively softening throughout as we hold this pose. With each exhale you take, soften this area, noticing any unfoldings you feel within your body. For me, personally, this is the pose I felt my body experience the most change in over time. The more I softened, relaxed, and released the muscles in this area, the more unfolding sensations I felt throughout the connective tissue. It was a very phenomenal experience. So drop in, connect with your breath, connect with your body. If you are using any props, set them off to the side. And mindfully step your knee back to tabletop pose. Bring your left foot forward near your left thumb, lining your knee over that ankle and not going past. Go ahead and pad the back knee up here to help prevent any pain or discomfort with a longer hold. And set up yoga blocks underneath the palms to help bring the earth up to you, exploring the different heights. Option to stay here in dragon flying low pose or lift to dragon flying high. Honor how your body feels on this side, easing off to help prevent fidgeting so you can find stillness in the pose, helping to really target that connective tissue. Let the hips melt into the pose nice and low as you lean your heart forward. Draw your attention to your shoulders. If you find them squeezed up towards your ears, go ahead and soften down and away. Moving your attention to your wrists, noticing if there's a lot of weight in them, and easing off if needed. Now revisiting your hips, noticing any muscles that may be holding on. Breathe in. And exhale, release and soften any tight muscles, any muscles that are holding. Breathe in once more. Exhale, soften and relax. And we'll bring our attention to the front side of our right hip, the hip flexor, and then down into the front side of the thigh too. We'll be actively softening this area with each exhalation you take. Exploring this area as we hold this pose, noticing any unfoldings you feel within your body. If you're using any props, set them off to the side. And we'll mindfully step your knee back. Tuck all 10 toes and press your hips to down dog. We are here for just a moment. And then walk your palms back towards your feet for a forward fold. Bring your feet a little wider than hip distance. Let's clasp opposite elbows, slight bend in your knees, and allow your upper body to weigh completely heavy. Your head is heavy like a bowling ball. Let's take 5 deep breaths here, and with your exhales, visualize anything that does not support your balanced, healthy body and mind pours out the crown of your head, and you give it over to Mother Earth to tend to. So release any expectations from your body you may have of moving into the splits, any judgments of flexibility, any harmful thoughts you may be having. Give them over and release them to Mother Earth. Deep breath in. Exhale, release and let go. Beautiful. Now very slowly, begin to sway your upper body side to side, taking it all the way over to one side before you shift over to the other. So your right knee and right elbow will yearn towards one another before you take it to the other side. Notice the sensations you are experiencing in your legs as you take it side to side. The next time you come to center, we'll hold it there. Release fingertips to the mat and walk your palms forward, coming to down dog. We're getting into our Hatha flow here. Extend your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your foot near your right thumb. Lower back knee to the mat. Top of foot releases to kiss the mat. Inhale, sweep your fingertips to the sky. Low lunge. Hips square, melting forward and down into the pose. Connecting with the area you are feeling the most sensation. Hopefully one of the areas is the front of your left hip, getting into your psoas. Reach your fingertips back in space, lift your gaze. Then tuck your back toes, and on your next exhale, lower your hands to frame your foot. We'll be moving into half split pose next, so have yoga blocks ready if needed, and we'll straighten your front leg, sending your hips back in space over your back knee. Flex your front foot toes, reach back towards your body. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Before you exhale, hinge forward at your hip crease. And then allow your spine to round forward, yearning your chest to your knee. Now slowly bend into your front knee, walk your hands to frame your front foot, coming back into our standing split pose, and extend your leg to the sky. This time though, I want you to go ahead and bend that top knee and stack your hips. Flex your foot and let your chest yearn towards your thighs, and your crown of head lowers towards the mat as you lift your knee a little higher. Now from here, with control, we're going to extend your top leg and step it back for high lunge. On your inhale, fingertips sweep up to the sky. Shoulder heads draw back, heart shines. Exhale, lower hands to frame your front foot. Step back to down dog. We're here for just a moment, taking that flow to the second side. On your inhale, left toes reach to the sky. Exhale, step foot to your left thumb. Back knee lowers to the mat, top of foot releases to the mat. Inhale, sweep your fingertips to the sky for your beautiful feel-good low lunge. Hips square and melting forward and down into the pose. Reach your fingertips back in space, lift your gaze, connecting with sensations you're experiencing in this pose. What area of your body do you feel the most sensation? On your next exhale, lower your hands to frame your foot, coming into half split pose by straightening your front leg, sliding your hips back in space. Yoga blocks framing your leg if needed. Flex your front foot, breathe in, lengthen your spine. Before you exhale, hinge forward at your hip crease. And then allow your spine to round forward. We'll slowly bend into your front knee, walk your hands forward, taking our half splits. So shift forward, extend your back leg to the sky, and then we'll bend that top knee, stack your hips, flex your foot, yearn your chest towards your thighs as your crown of head lowers towards the mat. As you do this, lift your knee even higher, transitioning here with control into high lunge. On your inhale, fingertips sweep to the sky, shoulder heads draw back, heart shines. Exhale, lower hands to frame your foot. Step back for your down dog. Enjoy your down dog, taking whatever moves are calling to you. On your next inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Bend your knee, and we'll step to the outside of your right hand, preparing for lizard pose. So lizard pose right here is option 1 with fingertips to the mat and chest lifting. Option 2, lower your back knee to the mat. Same action, fingertips to the mat, chest lifting, hips sinking. Option 3, we'll fan your toes open, coming to the outside edge of your foot, and knee opens. Whichever variation you choose, go ahead and feel it out. Rock your hips side to side, feeling and connecting with the sensations in this pose. Now, if you're in the winged variation, when your hips lower to the left side next and your torso opens to the right side, go ahead and lower your hip a little more to the left. Allow the left hip to yearn towards the mat as you hold this. Beautiful. Now return to center. Lower sole of foot to the mat. We're coming into a quad stretch next by bending into your back knee, drawing your heel towards your seat. Your left palm plants to the mat as your right circles up and back to clasp the outside edge of your foot. Energetically press your foot back as your hand draws your heel closer to your seat. 2 opposing directions here. Allow this to spiral your chest towards the side space, enjoying the sensations in the upper body this pose provides. With control, we will release, fingertips to the mat, heel toe your back foot in, back to hip distance. We'll be moving into our front splits pose from here, so get your props set up as needed. And let's explore all our options, beginning with half split pose, so straightening your front leg, hip in line with your back knee, front toes flexed. Option 2, begin to slide your front heel forward and take your back knee back in space, inviting your hips to lower closer towards the mat. Then option 3, if the flexibility is there, use your bolster or your yoga blocks to help support you, exploring the different heights. Some of your bodies may have evolved into our third option after our 30-day yoga journey, and you may not need to use any props, and allow your hips to melt even closer towards the earth. Option 4, for those who have the flexibility, you can fold forward over the front leg. Now we want our hips square to the front of the mat. To help do this, you can tuck your back toes, draw your right hip back in space as you slide your left hip forward, squaring them up. Keep your shoulders square to the front of the mat. And let's drop in. Scan your body, taking note of how you feel in the front splits today compared to our day 0 when we took our before picture. How has your body evolved? Do you hold yourself differently in the front splits compared to day 0? Do you experience less tension, or maybe the tension has traveled to a different area of the body? All right, my friends, with loving kindness, slowly begin to inch your way out of the front splits, inch by inch. Tuck your back toes and lift your hips to down dog, noticing how your right and left side feel. And let's take that to the second side. On your next inhale, extend your left leg to the sky. We'll bend your knee and step your foot to the outside of your left hand, exploring the variations of lizard pose that is best for you on this side of your body. This here is option 1, fingertips to the mat, chest lifting. Option 2, lowering your back knee to the mat. Option 3, Fanning your toes open, coming to the outside edge of your foot, knee fans open. And whichever variation you choose, go ahead and feel it out, taking the hips side to side. If you're in the winged variation, when your hips lower to the right side next, go ahead and lower them a little bit lower and take your torso to the left, coming into a bit of a twist. Now allow that right hip to yearn towards the mat a little more. Beautiful. Return to center, lower sole of foot to the mat, moving into our quad stretch. Bend your back knee, drawing your heel towards your seat. Your right palm plants to the mat, the left one circles up and back to clasp the outside edge of your foot. And we'll energetically press your foot back in space as your hand draws your foot closer towards your seat. And allow this action to open your chest to the side space. Breathe and enjoy the sensations. With control, we will release your back foot, fingertips to the mat, and heel toe your front foot back to hip distance. Taking our half splits on the second side, so get those props set up. Let go of what your body did on the first side and let's tune in to this side, exploring all our options once more, beginning with the half splits, straightening the front leg, hip slides back over your back knee. Option 2, we will begin to slide your front heel forward and the back knee back, inviting your hips to sink lower and lower towards the mat. You can place blocks on both sides underneath your palms to help support you here. Option 3, if the flexibility is there, you can use your bolsters or your yoga blocks to help support you, bringing them underneath the front hamstring. And then option 4, if the flexibility is there, to fold forward over the front leg. Let's square your hips to the front of the mat by drawing your left hip back in space and sliding your right forward. Long spine, shoulders square. Let's drop into the second side, scanning your body. Taking note of how you feel in the front splits on this side, comparing it to the other side, comparing it to the day you took the before picture. How has your body evolved on this side? Do you hold yourself differently in the front splits? How is your internal dialogue? All right, my friend, with loving kindness, slowly begin to inch your way out again. Then tuck your back toes and lift your hips to down dog. Feel out your legs, your hips, your hamstrings, your quads, your hip flexors. Lower knees to the mat. Either sit behind or off to the side of your feet to bring them out in front of you. To take a final forward fold, we'll first come to staff pose. Inhale, spine is elongated. On your exhale, fold forward. Take your 2-piece fingers around your big toes, or again, you can grasp anywhere along the back side of your leg that is accessible. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. Just do those spinal waves a few more times at your own feel-good pace. All right, let's soften and make your way to lying on your back. Inhale, draw your right knee in towards your chest, left hand to your knee. As you exhale, guide it across your body into the twist. Your right arm extends, gaze following the fingertips. All right, slowly unwind, hug knee into your chest before you extend your leg long. Then draw the opposite knee into your chest. Right hand to your knee to guide it across your body into the twist. Left fingertips reach to the left. Soft gaze tracks along your fingertips. Slowly unwind and extend your leg long. We're coming into our final pose, Shavasana. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Allow them to just splay open. Arms at your side, taking up as much space as you'd like. You can have palms face up, being open and receptive, or palms face down to conserve your energy. Get any wiggles and scratches out so you can settle your body, mind, and spirit into complete relaxation, allowing the nutrients of our amazing practice to settle in. Let go of any and all intention other than just being here with your body, with your breath, in this beautiful, peaceful present moment. Alright, my friend, slowly bring one sole of foot to the mat and then the other. Gently roll over to your right side. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. And a long, slow, complete exhalation out your nose. And with eyes closed and attention remaining inward, make your way to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Roll your shoulder heads up and back, finding that beautiful long spine of yours. And let's take one circle of your head to the left, and then to the right. Return to center. Big, beautiful breath in, circling fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Palms kiss, and bring all that love and light down to heart center. Thumbs to your sternum to seal the love and light in. Feel your sternum reach up towards your thumbs. Take a moment to check in and notice how you're feeling after our practice today. Raise prayer to your third eye, feeling this connection to your intuition. Bow forward, thanking yourself for taking this time to tend to your body, mind, and spirit. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. For my 30-day challengers, be sure to check out your recording and take a screenshot of yourself during the front splits on both sides and post your before and after picture in the Facebook community. Whether you're a Awakened member or just one of my YouTubers, consider posting a time lapse of your flow to Facebook, to Instagram, to your story, and tag Awakened Actions. Please throw the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget, you can access all the content of the Awakened membership site for 60 days free with promo code SPLITSIN for just 3 more days. Sending love and light to you, my friend.